Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today for our Cross-Mission Ground Communication Summit, the first of 2020 and the first that we've done virtual. We've got 3 mission areas here at Cross-Mission Ground Communication: data transport, tactical command and control, and operational command and control. We're focused on principally on the ground enterprise. How do we make the ground enterprise more resilient? How do we deny the adversary benefit of attacking us on the ground? How do we modernize that infrastructure so that we can get the right data to where it needs to go at the right time?
Data transport is a diverse portfolio, ensuring comms to and from space, providing those secure networks for data to all the weapon systems and to users who need space data.
What we've included in our software development kit is how missions will be able to be compatible and talk across the different services that we're developing, like our Ground Resource Manager, Loki, and Ground Resource Scheduling service. Being tied together within those messaging bus standards will allow a program and an effort to be able to evolve along with EGS as we bring that enterprise together and build those bridges between legacy and new programs from the past to the future.
What we're doing to deliver resilient software capabilities, deploying those things in the cloud and on-premise.
We're here to talk about modernization and engaging the end user and what's kind of on the horizon as you guys look to manage that performance and that security aspect of modernization.
App and infrastructure modernization became a key driver for cloud adoption and cloud modernizations, and really ensure that we can have applications and teams run on a common infrastructure and still maintain that same level of protection.
The whole thing behind Agile software development is to get incremental capabilities out there sooner and faster. That means we have to bring the test guys into our conversation much earlier so that if they are embedded, working with us day to day so that they can understand the system and not waiting sort of toward a grand ops acceptance.
We've been working with EGS creating the Astro user experience design system. It's really important to see how it works and then also how it's being used across ECX. I've got Mr. AMOS Alexander, and he has been working with us on Atlas.
Yeah, from my perspective, I work at 18 Space Control Squadron. Part of our job is indeed to make the system and the future better. They take our feedback and then almost the next meeting or at most the meeting thereafter, they've incorporated it. I see my vision of what it should be, what the workflow should look like, start to actually come together. And that's really neat for me to start to see because I feel like it's working.
As much automation as possible to free the operator from having to do the manual things that they do today so that they can really focus on how do I employ the space capability to support the joint warfighter, and how do I protect and defend the space capability.
Black Horizon, I'd even say revolutionize the way we do space training by allowing our space operators to train not only fundamental, but even some advanced space concepts, and do that literally anywhere, anytime on their iPhones, iPads, or Android device.
POW actually accelerated efforts. Those Agile systems that are currently being developed are custom made for those operators.
So when we're talking about a future system, we're the operators who are there to drive and inform the development through that Agile process.
Being new to the JTF, the POWs really helped my personal knowledge. I've seen a lot of the capabilities on PowerPoint, but actually interacting with a live demo, sitting through it and having that operator engage with the developer just kind of shined into light the amazing technical capabilities the ECX team is building.
Kobayashi Maru built a software factory, which consists of people, and it includes the practices, processes, and policies that are in place, utilizing a platform to build applications, to deliver something extraordinary for the warfighter, and how we've branched out to include our coalition partners in that.
The work that's going on from a Space C2 perspective in particular is critically important for us to build out that coalition warfighting capability for ourselves here in the US and for our coalition partners.
We decided to start a minor project, which is much more agile in its approach, at least in Canada. So we're doing agile development for that as well, and to collaborate right from the start.
The partnerships we're building here are going to be the platform that we leap off of for all of our future international engagements.
If you look at every major conflict, it's never been the United States on its own. We've always relied on our partners, right? It's still about ground stations around the world. It's about sharing data. It's about, coordinated activities, and we will not be successful without our partners.
Every mission partner we talk to has a different requirement. So just trying to make sure we understand them, have good sort of customer service perspective as to what they need, and making sure we understand what that is and bring our pieces to it so that we build the building blocks the right way for space force.
Our missions, the different capabilities we produce, and then how those capabilities fit together to serve the warfighter.
It ultimately is helping us push the envelope of what we need to do for space warfighting.
I'd say the folks are the number one priority in getting this thing done and having the right resources, not only the number, but the right resources, the people.
We're the ones that we work with to deliver capability to the warfighter, or you are the warfighter that we're delivering this. We cannot do this without you. It says tomorrow's resilient ground enterprise and communications. It's not very far in the future. We're building those systems today.